Close your eyes for just a moment. Somewhere out there is one specific person who has been thinking about you. Not in a casual way. In a "I can't explain this feeling, but I know something is real" kind of way. And today, through this message, they need you to hear something. Something urgent. Something that cannot wait. If you have been feeling a pull lately, a strange longing in your chest, a sense that something or someone is coming, or a quiet voice that keeps whispering, "Not yet, but soon," you are exactly where you need to be right now. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop a number 1 in the comments if you believe your soulmate is real. Because what we are about to uncover today is going to change the way you see love, timing, and yourself. Forever, here is what your soulmate is trying to tell you right now. They are ready, but they are waiting for you to be ready too. And that single truth carries more weight than most people ever stop to understand. We live in a world that has turned love into a game of speed. Swipe faster, move on sooner, feel less, and because of that culture, millions of people have walked right past their soulmate because they were too busy running from their own healing. Your soulmate has not been delayed by the universe. Your soulmate has been protected from an unhealed version of you. Read that again slowly. Protected, not punished, not forgotten. Protected. God does not make mistakes with timing. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." Not in your time. Not in the time social media told you it should happen. In His time. And His time is always, always, always worth the wait. Now let me tell you something about soulmates that most spiritual teachers will not say out loud. A soulmate is not simply someone who makes you feel good. A soulmate is someone who makes you face yourself. They come into your life like a mirror. And sometimes that mirror shows you things you have been hiding from. Old wounds, old patterns, old beliefs about whether or not you deserve love. Your soulmate is not going to complete you. They are going to challenge you to become complete on your own. And that is the part nobody talks about. Because we have been sold a fantasy version of soulmate love. A version where someone walks in, says the right words, looks into your eyes, and suddenly all the pain disappears. That is not how divine love works. Divine love comes in and says, "I see all of you. The broken parts, the scarred parts, the parts you are ashamed of, and I am choosing to stay anyway." That is not a fairy tale. That is a covenant. And your soulmate right now, wherever they are in the world, is being prepared to enter that covenant with you. But here is the message they are sending through the universe today. They are asking you to stop settling. Let me say that again with full weight. Stop settling every time you have accepted less than what you deserve. Every time you have stayed in something dead because you feared being alone. Every time you have dimmed your light to keep someone comfortable. Your soulmate felt it. Not physically, but spiritually. There is a soul-level connection between you and your soulmate. That exists even before you meet. And every act of self-betrayal you commit creates a kind of static on that spiritual frequency. It makes it harder for them to find you. Not because God is punishing you, but because when you are in the wrong place, settling for the wrong person, drowning in the wrong energy, you are not vibrating at the level where your true connection can locate you. Your soulmate is not lost. You have just been in a room that was too small for what God designed for you. And the universe is always working to get you out of that room. Sometimes gently, sometimes through heartbreak, sometimes through complete destruction of everything you thought you wanted. that painful breakup you went through was not the universe abandoning you. That was God clearing the paths. That was the divine hand removing a blockage, so that what is truly meant for you could finally have an open road. Every loss in love has been a redirection. Every door that closed was not a punishment. It was protection wrapped in pain. And your soulmate, the real one, the one whose energy you feel even in your most quiet moments, they are on the other side of that door. Now let us talk about the signs, because your soulmate has been sending them. And if you have been paying attention, you already know this. The first sign is the unexplained longing. This is not loneliness. Loneliness is an empty feeling. This longing feels almost like homesickness. Like you are missing a person you have never officially met. Like there is a seat at the table of your heart, and you can feel the empty chair, even though no one told you it was there. That feeling is real. It is a spiritual signal, and it means the connection between your souls is already active, already alive, already pulling toward completion. The second sign is the repetitive numbers. Now, before you dismiss this, understand that God speaks through pattern. He always has. The entire universe is built on mathematical precision. When you keep seeing 11, 11, or 222, or 444, these are not coincidences. The universe does not do coincidences. These are alignment signals. They are saying, you are on the right paths. Keep going. They are coming. Do not ignore them. Do not rationalize them away. They are breadcrumbs on a divine trail that leads straight to your purpose and your person. The third sign is the dreams. Have you been dreaming about someone whose face you cannot fully see? A presence in your dreams that feels like love, feels like safety, feels like home, but you wake up and they are not physically there. That is your soulmate's energy visiting yours, in the space where the physical and spiritual worlds overlap. In sleep, the walls we build come down, and in that open, unguarded state, connection happens. Your soulmate is not just a future physical person. They are an eternal spiritual counterpart. And on a soul level, you have already been meeting. The fourth sign is the sudden clarity about what you will no longer accept. Something has shifted in you recently. You know it. You can feel it. Things that used to be okay are no longer okay. Behaviors that you once tolerated now feel unbearable. And instead of judging yourself for this, understand that this is growth. This is you rising to the level of love you actually deserve. This is your soul refusing to settle. Because somewhere deep inside of you, you know what is coming, and you know it is worth protecting your energy for. This clarity is a gift. It is your soulmate communicating through your intuition. They are saying, do not waste your love on something that is not me. Save the best of yourself, because what we are going to build together will require everything you have. The fifth sign is the peace you feel when you think about them. Not the anxious, obsessive, checking your phone kind of feeling you might have had in past relationships, but a calm, a stillness, a knowing when you sit in quiet and you let yourself feel the love that is coming for you. Does your nervous system settle? Does your chest open? Does something in you breathe a deep sigh of relief? That is divine confirmation. That is God saying, yes, this is real. This is yours. Trust the process. Now let us go deeper. Because your soulmate does not just have something to say about love. They have something to say about your purpose. This is the part that most people miss completely. Your soulmate is not just a romantic partner. They are a spiritual ally. And part of their urgent message to you right now is that you are being called into something bigger. Something that requires you to stop playing small. Stop hiding your gifts. Stop pretending you are ordinary. When God built you for something extraordinary, your soulmate is not coming to watch you shrink. They are coming to match your expansion. And if you are not expanding, if you are not growing, if you are not stepping into the fullness of who God made you to be, then the timing will always feel off. Because soulmate love does not fit into a small life. It requires space. It requires courage. It requires you to build a life worthy of what is coming. So if there is a dream you have been postponing, start it now. If there is a healing you have been avoiding, face it now. If there is a forgiveness you have been holding back, release it now. Not for them, for you, because you deserve to be whole. And a whole person attracts a whole love. Let me talk about the pain for a moment, because I know that some of you watching this have been through things in love that nearly destroyed you. Some of you gave everything, absolute everything, your time, your loyalty, your vulnerability, your healing, and someone took all of that and walked away like it meant nothing. Some of you have been cheated on, lied to, manipulated by someone who used the word love as a weapon to control you. Some of you have loved someone who was never able to love you back the way you needed, and that grief is real. Do not let anyone rush you past it. Do not let anyone tell you to just get over it and move on. Grief over love lost is one of the most profound human experiences. It deserves to be honored. But here is what God wants you to know today. Your pain is not your permanent address. You are allowed to feel it. You are allowed to cry in the car. You are allowed to mourn what you thought would be your forever. But you are not allowed to build a home in that pain and refuse to ever leave. Because your soulmate cannot reach someone who has decided that love always ends in suffering. Your past experiences have been lessons, not life sentences. Every person who hurt you taught you something, either about what you do not want, or about the parts of yourself that need more love and attention, or about the kind of energy you were tolerating, because you did not yet believe you deserved better. And now you know. Now you have the wisdom that only comes from living through it. And your soulmate is going to meet a version of you that is stronger because of what you survived. Not broken by it, strengthened by it, refined by it, the way gold is refined by fire. It does not destroy the gold. It removes everything that was not gold. And what is left is pure. What is left is precious. What is left is exactly what was always meant to be there. You are being refined right now. And the message from your soulmate is this: do not give up on love because of what loveless people did to you. Do not close your heart permanently, because temporary people caused permanent feeling pain. Your heart was built to love. It is one of the most powerful things about you. And the right person, your person, will treat that heart like the sacred thing that it is. Now I want to speak directly to the ones who are tired. The ones who have prayed about this, who have cried about this, who have asked God why it is taking so long. I see you. God sees you. And your soulmate. They are being prepared on a level that would blow your mind. If you could see the full picture, think about this. Your soulmate is going through their own journey right now. Their own pain, their own growth, their own moments of almost giving up. There are nights where they lay awake and feel that same unexplainable longing. That same sense that someone is out there. That same whisper that says, "Hold on, not yet, but soon." You are both being walked toward each other. Step by step, season by season, growth by growth, and every single detour, every single delay, every single "this is not it" moment has been God rerouting both of you toward the exact right intersection, at the exact right time. You will look back one day, and you will understand every single closed door. You will look at the person standing in front of you, your soulmate, your divine counterpart, and you will say, "So that is why it happened that way. That is why it had to hurt like that. That is why I had to let go of that. That is why the timing never worked with anyone else. Because it was always supposed to be this. It was always supposed to be them." And every moment of the journey was building you into someone who could fully receive and appreciate this kind of love when it arrived. Now let me tell you what to do with this message. Because the worst thing you could do is hear all of this, feel it in your spirit, and then go back to the same patterns. Go back to the same settling. Go back to the same walls. Go back to the same story that says love is not really for you. Here is your action. First, start treating yourself the way you want your soulmate to treat you. Right now, today, not when they arrive. Not when you lose the weight or get the promotion or finally feel ready. Now, because the way you treat yourself is the template you set for how others treat you. If you speak harshly to yourself, you will accept harsh treatment. If you abandon your own needs, you will accept abandonment. If you do not honor your time, your energy, your boundaries, others will follow your lead. Your soulmate is going to love you in the language you have taught yourself you deserve. So raise the standard. Speak kindly to yourself. Take yourself on the experiences you want to share with someone. Invest in your growth. Rest without guilt. Build a life so full, so rich, so aligned with your truth, that when your soulmate steps into it, they step into something beautiful. Second, release the people who are holding the space. You know who they are. The situationship that has been going nowhere for 2 years. The ex you keep going back to because being with them feels easier than being alone. The connection that feels comfortable but not right. These people are not villains. They are not bad people in most cases. But they are occupying the room where your soulmate is meant to stand. And love, real love, cannot enter a space that is already cluttered. Let go with grace. Let go with love. Let go with gratitude for what they taught you. But let go. Third, do the healing work that you have been postponing. The trauma that you have been carrying. It did not begin with your last relationship. For many of you, it goes back further. To the first time you felt unloved. To the first time someone who was supposed to protect you failed to show up. To the patterns you watched in childhood and internalized as the definition of love. That work is not easy, and it is not optional. Not if you want the love you are praying for. Because your soulmate cannot heal your childhood wounds for you. They were not designed to. And if you walk into that sacred connection broken and unaware, you will project that brokenness onto the most beautiful thing God is sending your way. Do the work. Therapy, prayer, journaling, community, whatever it takes. Heal for yourself, and then share your healed self with the person who deserves it. Fourth, build your faith. Not just faith in God, though that is essential, but faith in love itself. Faith that your specific story has not been forgotten. Faith that what you are feeling in your spirit is real and not foolish. Faith that the love you want is not too much to ask for. Faith that God does not give you a desire without the intention of fulfilling it. He placed that longing for love in your heart on purpose. Not to torture you, not to tease you, to guide you, to keep you moving forward, to keep you believing. And faith, real faith, does not shrink when things take longer than expected. Real faith gets stronger. Real faith says, I do not see it yet, but I know it is coming. Real faith says, I have cried about this 1,000 times, and I am still choosing to believe. That is the kind of faith that moves mountains. That is the kind of faith that moves soulmates. Fifth, pay attention to your energy. Not in a vague, mystical way. In a deeply practical way. What are you consuming every day? What kind of music are you filling yourself with? What kind of conversations are you having? What are you watching? What are you reading? What are you saying about yourself when no one is listening? Energy is real. Frequency is real. And you are constantly broadcasting a signal, whether you are aware of it or not. Start broadcasting love. Start speaking abundance. Start thinking about your soulmate, not with desperation, but with certainty. Not I hope they exist, but I know they are coming. Not I wonder if I will ever be loved, but I am already loved by God, and my soulmate will reflect that love. Shift the signal, shift the story, and watch how the world around you begins to shift in response. Now I want to leave you with something that I want you to carry with you long after this video ends. Love is not just something that happens to you. Love is something you become ready for. And you are becoming ready right now. Every prayer you have whispered in the dark, God heard it. Every tear you cried over the wrong person, God honored it as proof that your heart is still open. Every moment you chose to get up and try again, God counted it as courage. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too damaged for love. You are not too much. You are not too old. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be. In exactly the season that was designed for you. On exactly the path that leads to exactly the love that God handcrafted for your soul before you were even born. And your soulmate, your real, true, divine soulmate, they are on that same path, walking toward you, healing, growing, becoming, and one day, one perfectly timed, divinely orchestrated day, you will look up, and there they will be. And everything you went through to get to that moment will make complete and total sense. Until then, love yourself fiercely. Trust the process deeply. Guard your heart wisely. And keep that faith burning. Because what is yours cannot miss you. It is written. It is sealed. It is already done. If this message touched something deep in you today, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below telling me what part hit you the hardest. Subscribe to this channel because there is more truth like this waiting for you. And know this, you were guided to this video for a reason. That reason has a name. And one day you will know exactly what it is.